Cyclones. Batting leadoff and playing shortstop, number 22, Sadie Williams. Batting second and playing third base, number 18, Katie Grider. Batting third and playing first base, number 14, McKenna Blackwell. Batting cleanup and playing center field, number 00, Adrian Edding. Batting fifth and catching, number 9, Brooke Sparks. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 16, Piper Bennett.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lady Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller here to bring you today's game from the Lady Viking Softball Complex at Rotary Field. Today, the Lady Vikings take on Elizabethton in an Upper Lakes Conference matchup. The Lady Vikings are coming off a tough 5-1 loss to Unicoi County yesterday here at the complex. They come to today's action with a record of 8-11 overall. Elizabethton is 13-6. They also are coming off a loss to Unicoi, actually, by a score of 6-1 on Tuesday. So it's the Lady Vikings and the Cyclones next on the Viking Sports Network. So let's get you the starting lineup. First for Elizabethton. For the Cyclones, it'll be Sadie Williams leading things off at shortstop. Katie Grider is the third baseman batting second. Batting third is the first baseman McKenna Blackwell. The center fielder Adrian Heading will be in the cleanup spot. Brooke Sparks, the catcher, will bat fifth. Batting sixth will be Piper Bennett. Lily McDuffie will bat seventh and be in the circle. Josie Reese will be the right fielder, and she will bat in the 8-hole, and batting ninth will be the second baseman, Addie Campbell. So a straight 9 for the Cyclones. For the Vikings, defensively, Katie Granger, Kaylee Hughes, and Lily Ware from left to right in the outfield. Around the infield, it's Macy Stroud, Addie Wilhoit, Brooklyn Fuel, and Alex Spangler. Abby Hague is the catcher, and the pitcher is the sophomore Carrington Harris, or Carrot as she is more commonly known. Carrot comes into today with a 2-5 overall record, 3.10 ERA. This will be her 10th appearance, and we are underway with a first pitch strike. So it's her 10th appearance, her 9th start. 49 2/3 innings for the sophomore, has struck out 36 and walked 25. Nice little off-speed pitch right there, in for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. So here comes the 0-2 pitch from Harris. That ball is hit high and down the line, foul. Of course, these two teams played a couple of weeks ago, with Elizabethton winning 11-6 in Elizabethton. And kind of a back and forth affair where the Lady Vikings had actually gotten it back, I think either tied or close to it, and then Elizabethton was able to play a couple runs late to run away from them. That pitch is an off-speed pitch that misses upstairs, and it'll be 1-2. Of course, this game a key game to decide third place in the Upper Lakes Conference. Both these teams with not great conference records. Elizabethton basically kind of a game ahead based on that game a couple weeks ago in Elizabethton. It was actually on April the 1st, so a little more than 2 weeks ago. And we'll get another 1-2 pitch. That pitch is off the end of the bat to short. Addie Wilhoit up with it, fires over to Alex Spangler, and we have one away. I like to see that, a good routine play right there. Katie Grider will step in. First pitch from Harris is hit high in the air. Short center field, Kaylee Hughes takes about a step and a half and makes the catch. And there are quickly 2 away. That'll bring McKenna Blackwell to the plate. First pitch to her is going to skip in there. Nice stop by Abby Haga. Today's senior night for the Lady Vikings. We will have the senior night ceremony for you after today's game. Be honoring 5 seniors who are all in the lineup today. That pitch is going to be on the outside part of the plate, and it's going to be lined into left field for a base hit past a diving Macy Strouth, one of those seniors. So good effort by Macy, but just out of her reach. And that's one of those things that if you're Carrot right there, you can live with that one, because our girl basically had to really extend her arms and just got it out there. I mean, you know, threw the pitch where you wanted to throw it. So Adrian Heading will be the batter, number 00 for the Cyclones. A diminutive cleanup hitter. That pitch is going to miss upstairs, 2-0. Carrot has got her sign, and the pitch. The pitch is going to be fouled off. Heading a little out on the front foot right there. Harris is ready. And the pitch. A pitch in on her hands line right at Addie Wilhoit, who will squeeze it. And that will retire the side. So a hit for the Cyclones, but no damage done. And we will head to the bottom of the first, holding it right here with the Lady Vikings coming to the plate after a scoreless first. So let's get you the lineup for Tennessee High. It'll be Kaylee Hughes leading things off in center field. The designated player Taylor Carmody will bat second. Abby Haga in the 3-hole today, playing catcher. The cleanup hitter is number 6, Addie Wilhoit. First time that our Viking Sports Network audience will get to see Addie hit this year. And we'll talk about how good that's been going since she's been back in the lineup. Brooklyn Fuel will bat 5th and play second base. Macy Strouth in the 6-hole at 3rd. Lily Ware will bat 7th in right field. Alex Spangler at 8th at first base. And Katie Granger will bat in the 9-hole and play left field. Defense for Elizabethton around the outfield. It's Bennett, Heading, and Reese, with Grider, Williams, Campbell, and Blackwell around the infield. Brooke Sparks is the catcher, and Lily McDuffie will be in the circle. So we will see what we've got going right here. Of course, again, it was a pretty high-scoring game when these two teams met the last time. And we'll get ready to go. It looks like McDuffie is finishing up her warm-up tosses. We have the throw down. And we will get ready to go here. So Kaylee Hughes will lead things off with her pink lemonade-looking bat. Hughes on the season, 300, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. So has 5 doubles and a triple. And she'll bounce that ball foul. And we're ready to go. So it'll be Hughes, Carmody, and Abby Haga. That pitch to Hughes is outside, 1-1. Pitch, off-speed pitch missed, swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball is going to be topped towards first and go foul. So Kaylee Hughes will return to the batter's box with still a 1-2 count. Hughes, a left-handed hitter. Senior center fielder. Takes that pitch away, 2-2. Two pitch is going to be top towards first. The first baseman Blackwell will field it and step on the bag, and we've got one away. And Taylor Carmody will step in. Taylor, freshman, getting the DP at bats right here. Is going to wind that ball down the line. That's a fair ball, and Taylor is going to be stopped at first base. Nice job by Piper Bennett to get over there quickly, but fantastic hit. Taylor up there ready to go. Not even giving me a chance to talk about her stats, which are pretty darn good. And that'll bring Abby Hagan to the plate. Abby, 325, 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Carmody at first. First pitch to Haga is in for a strike. So neither pitcher throws particularly hard, so it'll be interesting to see how the hitters adjust. Sometimes that can be really difficult. 1-1 to Abby. It's going to be hit high and foul and out of play. So it's a 1-2 count as Carmody returns to first base. 1-2 pitch. It's going to miss away. 2-2. It's going to skip in there, and the count is run full. Very dangerous Addie Wilhoit on deck. Of course, a pretty darn dangerous hitter at the plate currently. So here comes a payoff pitch. The pitch is going to be golfed over the head of the shortstop and in for a base hit. Carmody will hold up at second. She had to hold up to make sure that ball wasn't going to be caught. It was just barely tall enough to get over the glove of Sadie Williams. Really good job of base running right there by Taylor Carmody. We got a courtesy runner at first base. That's Jenna Latham. Outstanding freshman athlete. So, 2 on and 1 out for Addie Wilhoit. So Addie, who's been coming back from a back injury, has been back in the lineup, and all she's done since being back in the lineup is go 5 for 6 with 2 home runs. She's going to bounce that ball foul. She also has a double of those 5 hits, so 3 extra base hits of the 5. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. That pitch is going to be a called strike, and it's 1-2. So Addie looking for one right here. Will have to protect with a 1-2 count. Addie will hit that ball off the end of the bat towards short. Shortstop is up with it, and they pull her off the bag, and everybody's safe. So Sadie Williams came up throwing, but her throw was wide. Blackwell had to come off and get it. And Addie Wilhoit is way too fast for that. So that'll be an error on the shortstop. But now the Lady Vikings with the bases loaded for Brooklyn Fuel. And she swings at a pitch in the left-handed batter's box right there. And is down the count 0-1. A little eager for the freshman right there. Fuel having a great year, 373. And she hits this ground ball foul. Has driven in 6 runs. Also walked 4 times and scored 20 runs. So an opportunity to add to that RBI total right here for the freshman. Infield pulled in for the Cyclones. They're coming home, it looks like, if they get an opportunity to do that. Pretty good speed on the bases for the Vikings, especially at second and third. That ball is going to be ripped down the line, and that is just foul. Man. Fuel misses a couple of RBI by about 2 or 3 feet at most. So, good cut right there for the freshman on 1 and 2. Macy Strouth on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch again. Fuel going to hit this one high in the air. It's kind of trouble. Nice running catch by the second baseman. And everybody will have to stay put. Really nice job by Addie Campbell right there, as that ball was kind of in that no man's land between her and the right fielder. But she was able to track it down. So, 2-out RBI chance for Macy Strouth. Macy hits the first pitch foul. Macy 339, a home run, 16 runs batted in, which leads the team by 1 over Haga. She's also hitting 381 with runners in scoring position, which is the case right now. So Macy looking for one to drive. 0-1 pitch to her. It's going to be hit into right center field. A base hit. 1 run is in. 2-run score on a single for the senior third baseman, Macy Strouth. And Tennessee High jumps on top, 2-0. Just a great job of hitting right there by Macy. She hit that ball right where it was pitched. They were trying, Macy does like to pull the ball. And that pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate. But again, really a good job of hitting by Macy Strouth right there. Now Ware's going to hit a ball off the very end of the bat foul. That ball was in pretty much the same spot as the previous pitch. That was called a strike. So runners at the corners. Lily Ware, 269, 6 runs batted in. That ball is over the plate, and Lily drills it foul. So the first 2 pitches of this at bat from McDuffie were outside. Basically, the first one was called a strike, but it looked a little outside to me, and the second one was in the same spot. That one, she came back over the heart of the plate. I think she just missed her spot. See where the catcher sets up here. I would set up outside again, and she now does a little bit. And Lily hits a ball on the outside part of the plate, and it's going to drive in Addie Wilhoit. So again, nice job of hitting by a senior, as Lily Ware drives in her 7th run of the year. And Tennessee High leads 3-0. And I'll bring Alex Spangler to the plate. Alex hitting .313 in some limited opportunities, but getting the start here on senior night. And I can just tell y'all, just a fantastic young lady. Swung and missed at the first one, the 0-1. Over the inside part of the plate, 0-2. For Alex, this is her 23rd plate appearance, 20th at bat. So, decent amount to have a good .313 batting average as that pitch missed low. That's 1-2. And again, a possible RBI chance right here with Strouth in scoring position, but she's going to cut on and miss, and that will retire the side. But the Lady Vikings strike first, get 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2. And so we will head to the second inning with the score, Tennessee High 3 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Vikings Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Friendship Ford has it all. It's got a 7-day any reason exchange, free delivery, sure, and oh yeah, the region's only lifetime warranty. And that is what Friendship Ford's got.
We're dealing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore, bringing you all the action here on a overcast day at the complex. Lady Vikings lead 3-0, and that first pitch to Brooke Sparks is swung on and tipped into the glove.
3-1-0.
So Harris gets ahead. Harris has a chance right now to pitch with a lead. Gets the 0-1. That pitch is going to miss low. 1-1.
4-4-1.
So Carrot's 1-1 pitch is going to be a called strike, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Gonna miss inside. And it's 2-2. It'll be Sparks, Bennett, and McDuffie do this inning for the Cyclones. 2-2 pitch. That ball's gonna be bounced. Macy Strouth, nice play on a short hop. Fires across the diamond for the first out. So they'll bring Piper Bennett to the plate, the left fielder, who swings from the left side. Harris toes the rubber, and the first one is going to miss away. 1-0. There's the 1-0. That's going to be popped foul and out of play. So it's 1-1. That pitch is going to be lined foul and get down that left field line. So Harris ahead in the count 1-2. Garrett with the wide, and the deal misses outside and low. And that'll even the count at 2. 2-2 from Harris is going to be lined for a base hit into center field. Hughes cuts it off, but a one-out single for Piper Bennett. And that'll bring the pitcher, Lily McDuffie, to the plate.
Pitcher 13, Lily McDuffie.
1-3-1.
Runner at first. One out. See if they decide to put Bennett in motion, trailing by 3. They do not on the first pitch as it misses high 1-0. And Bennett did not get a particularly large lead over there either. So Harris's pitch is going to be on the inside part of the plate. Hit middle in right there.
4-2-3.
And it's 1-1. Harris misses upstairs, 2-1.
6-6-5. Hey, see it.
Harris toes that rubber. And the pitch. Ball's going to be bounced foul past Coach Harden over there at third base. And it's 2-2. Big pitch coming up right here. That pitch is going to be bounced to Will Hoyt. She'll flip to Fuel for one, on to first, not in time. But a nice turn by the freshman right there. So a 6-4 fielder's choice. And Josie Reese will step to the plate. Cyclones right fielder. So 2 outs. That first pitch is a called strike. That ball's going to be topped towards third. Strouth up with it. Fires a pitch over there. Nice little pick by Alex Spangler. And that will retire the side. So another good inning for the Lady Vikings there in the field. 1 hit, but no damage. And we will head to the bottom of the second with the score. Tennessee High 3 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Viking Sports Network.
There's always 2 sides to every story. At Toyota of Bristol, it's no different. Some say we have a stress-free buying process. Others say it's a no-haggle approach. Some believe our service techs got them back on the road in no time. Others say their wait flew by. And some say they were treated like family, while others felt they were put first. No matter how you look at it, you can't deny the truth. We'll get you exactly what you're looking for. Toyota of Bristol always gives you more.
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks, used trucks, small trucks, big trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks, though. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for pollen, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than Friendship.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lady Viking Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore, bringing you the action on an overcast Thursday afternoon. It'll be 9-1-2 here in the second for the Lady Vikings. Katie Granger hits the first pitch to third. Throw to first is in time, and a nice scoop by the first baseman. to retire Katie Granger. And Kaylee Hughes will step in. Kaylee grounded out to first in her first trip. Have to let that ball travel a little bit more. Pitch to her is going to short hop the catcher, and it's 1-0. Hughes, who's planning to play softball next year at King University, takes that pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike. So here's the 1-1. That pitch is lined hard foul. Coach Chafin having to duck out of the way. Still got those reflexes. So it's 1-2. So here's the 1-2 to Hughes. Pitch is grounded towards second, backhanded by the second baseman Campbell, and she will throw on to first, and they're 2 away. I'll be here and bring up Taylor Carmody, who had a nice base hit down the line on the first pitch of her first at bat. Taylor hitting .357. She's driven in 4 runs. Actually has a team-leading .486 on-base percentage. And she hits the first pitch again, and that's going to end up over on the middle school field. And make sure those folks in that game over there are paying attention, which truthfully they shouldn't be. So Taylor will get back in there. Take that pitch outside, 1-1. Missed just off the plate. That's 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Carmody. Is lined into left field for a base hit. So Taylor's 2 for 2. Another good bit of hard contact right there from Carmody. And speaking of a person who often makes hard contact, that's Abby Haga. Abby, who singled to left field last time up. 2 outs, runner at first. Just going to take that pitch low and away. And the 1-0 to Haga is line. Great job at hitting right there by Abby as she just really waited on that ball. Carmody hustles into third, which Abby will follow her into second. So a 2-out double for the senior catcher. And the Lady Vikings are in business once again. And we'll have a visit from Coach Ken Harden to the mound right here. I would imagine they are discussing what they would like to do with the very dangerous young lady due up to hit. If it were me, I would probably tell the umpire, give him big number 4, which I think might be what he is going to do. Well, apparently not sure what we're doing right here, to be perfectly honest. So I wouldn't think that what I would do would take very long, but appears to be having a lineup conversation of some sort. Maybe. And I don't know why that took quite that long. Addie is not very pleased with that decision and tosses her bat aside in some disgust. But honestly, I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. It wouldn't have taken me quite so long, but I just put up a 4 and said, send her on down there. But now Brooklyn Fuel with a real opportunity with the bases loaded. Brooklyn who popped there between, and she's going to hit one over on the middle school field right here. If the right fielder had been ready, she might have had a chance to catch it over there. Fuel, who popped out to second last time up, kind of into that no man's land behind the first baseman. A nice running catch by Campbell with the bases loaded. So, real opportunity right here for the freshman. 0-1 pitch to her. Called strike on the inside corner. That was a good one to hit right there. And now we've got a ball. The foul ball was thrown back on the field, and so we'll get it returned to the umpire. And so an 0-2 count to Fuel. She's going to reach out and touch that one, and a nice running catch by Sadie Williams to take a hit away. So good job of hitting right there. I mean, just kind of, the ball was on the outside part of the plate, and she kind of threw her hands at it and just about had a base hit, but Sadie Williams takes it away, and that will retire the side. So the Lady Vikings load the bases with a couple of hits and a walk, but will not play to run, and we will head to the third. With the score still, the Vikings 3 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Vikings Sports Network.
Whatever it is you drive, you'll find it at Friendship. Tell them, Mitch.
We're dealing!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore bringing you today's game. First pitch was hit foul. Second pitch is going to be bounced foul. Hit a little bit harder, but same result. Addie Campbell is the batter here. Plays second base for the Cyclones. And the 0-2. That's right on the outside corner. Carrot Harris throws her a chair. And we've got one away. Sadie Williams will step in. Sadie, who had the nice catch to end the second inning. Bounce to her counterpart at shortstop, Addie Wilhoit, first time up, and she hits this ball fairly hard foul. Making sure Coach Harden's paying attention over there. So it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That pitch is up high, and it is popped up high. Carrot is calling for it, and she is catching it. Made it a little exciting there, but is able to squeeze it. And we have two outs. Katie Grider will be the batter. She popped the second pitch she saw basically to where Kaylee Hughes was standing. Kaylee's actually back a couple more steps this time. First pitch to her is going to hit her. And that'll get McKenna Blackwell to the plate, the first baseman. Will come up with 1 on and 2 outs. First pitch from Harris is going to be on the inside part of the plate. Runner bluffed going. Pitch was a ball. Haga was up quick, ready to gunner. So again, Greider, the runner at first. And here's the 1-0. That's going to be on the inside part of the plate for a strike 1-1. So here comes a 1-1 from Carrot Harris. That was going to be up and in and misses. 2-1. Blackwell had a base hit her first trip. That pitch is going to hit her. So back-to-back hit by pitches. And so for the first time today, the Cyclones will have 2 on. And Adrian Heading will step in. Heading, who bounced out to Addie Wilhoit in her first trip. We would love to end the first inning. We'd like to see her do the same thing to end the third. She's going to fake a bunt. There's no chance she's going to do that. And she swings through that one. Nice stop by Abby Hager right there. And it's 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That pitch is going to be a called strike. Down on the inside part of the plate. So Harris ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Woo, boy. Good pitch right there. Heading was able to hold up, but boy, she didn't really want to. She was ready to go on that one. So we'll get a 1-2 pitch. That pitch is going to be chopped foul. Back to the screen. So we'll get a 1-2 pitch right here from Carrot Harris. Ooh, boy. That was a little high, I guess. Not really sure about that one. That one might have fooled the umpire. So it's 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch, bounce towards Wilhoit. She's up with it. She'll toss it the short way to Macy Strouth for the force out, and that will retire the side. So a couple hit batters, but no damage done. We will head to the bottom of the third with the score. Tennessee High 3, Elizabethton 0 here on the Viking Sports Network.
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings!
There's always 2 sides to every story. At Toyota of Bristol, it's no different. Some say we have a stress-free buying process. Others say it's a no-haggle approach. Some believe our service techs got them back on the road in no time. Others say their wait flew by. And some say they were treated like family, while others felt they were put first. No matter how you look at it, you can't deny the truth. We'll get you exactly what you're looking for. Toyota of Bristol always gives you more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rotary Field for Lady Viking softball. The sun making a little bit more of an appearance as Macy Strouth will start out the bottom of the third inning with a big cut and miss. Macy, who drove in a couple of runs last time up with a single, will hit that one off the end of the bat, trying to pull that outside pitch. And she's down in the count 0-2. Macy leads the team in runs batted in with 18 now. Got to protect the plate now on 0-2. That pitch is going to one-hop the catcher. And it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Macy will hit that one off the end of the bat towards third. Third baseman up with it. She will throw on to first, and Kate Grider with a nice play. And there's one away. Now bring Lily Ware to the plate. Lily, who had an RBI single in her last trip. Again on a good job of hitting, going oppo on that outside pitch. And she's going to hit that outside pitch on the ground just like Macy did, and she will be retired. And they're quickly 2 away. And Alex Spangler will step in, the senior first baseman. Struck out in her first trip. First pitch to her is grounded towards third. And it is called fair, which it was. And I don't know what Alex is doing right now. So that was a strange and unusual play right there, as Alex ends up with the third baseman thought it was foul, which it was not. And then Alex rounded first. And so she got tagged out. So a hit, but no runs, no errors, nobody left. We will head to the fourth with the score, Tennessee I3 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Viking Sports Network.
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks, used trucks, small trucks, big trucks, off-road trucks, adventure trucks, heavy-duty trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, commercial trucks, four-door trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks, though, and every other color that gets you going, too. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for balling, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than friendship.
We're dealing!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lady Viking Softball Complex here at Rotary Field. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore bringing you today's game between the Lady Vikings and Elizabethton. That first pitch from Carrot Harris to Brooke Sparks is on the outside corner for a strike. Sparks, who grounded out in her first trip. We Sparks, Bennett, and McDuffie this inning. That's a called strike as well. That's 0-2. So 0-2 from Harris is going to be on the outer part of the plate and cue balled foul. So we'll get an 0-2 pitch on the way right here. Harris's 0-2 is going to be bounced to Strouth. She fields it on a short hop and throws on to first beautifully. And we're just wearing those third basemen out right now. 4 bouncers to third in a row between the two teams. And Piper Bennett will step in. Bennett lined a single into left center field her first time up. First pitch right here is going to miss away. 1-0. Is going to be lined to right field. Lily Ware coming on. Did she catch it? She caught it. Nice diving catch by Lily Ware to take a hit away from Piper Bennett. Just a sinking line drive, and Lily Ware just scooped that sucker right up before it could find green. And that'll bring Lily McDuffie to the plate, the Cyclones pitcher. Bounced into a force play in her last trip. Takes a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is going to be fouled off. That's 0-2. So here comes that 0-2 pitch. The pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Garrett Harris throws her a chair, and that will do it. And first clean inning for the Lady Vikings today. And we will head to the bottom of the fourth with the score, Tennessee High 3 and the Cyclones 0, here on the Viking Sports Network.
There's always two sides to every story. At Toyota of Bristol, it's no different. Some say we have a stress-free buying process. Others say it's a no-haggle approach. Some believe our service techs got them back on the road in no time. Others say their wait flew by. And some say they were treated like family, while others felt they were put first. No matter how you look at it, you can't deny the truth. We'll get you exactly what you're looking for. Toyota of Bristol always gives you more.
Every car from Friendship comes with a lifetime warranty. Boom. So come buy better, then drive better at Friendship Hyundai of Bristol and Johnson City.
We're dealing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller with our producer Colin Moore. Katie Granger will lead off the fourth, as she did the second. Katie bounced to third in her first trip on the first pitch. And she's going to let that first pitch go by for a strike. It was in pretty much the same spot, I think, if I recall. So it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Katie goes fishing for that one. It's 0-2. Granger 200, a home run, 6 runs batted in on the season. Here comes the 0-2. That pitch is going to miss just off the plate. Hit the glove, but the glove was set up outside. So it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's off the end of the bat. Roller. Katie's got a chance. He is safe at first base. Campbell was a little hesitant to come get that one, and Katie Granger uses her speed to beat out a single. Just kind of rolled that one off the end of the bat and came and beat it, and Coach Harden coming out to have some words with his team. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So we will take a quick break right here as the new pitcher gets warmed up. We'll tell you about her when we come back here on the Viking Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
All right, folks, welcome back. Lacey Gobble is the new pitcher for the Cyclones. She had been the designated player. So Hughes, with nobody out, takes that pitch away, 1-0. Kaylee has grounded out a couple of times to first and to second. So here's the 1-0 to Hughes. It's a called strike. I think that's a pretty good take by Kaylee Hughes right there. So Kaylee Hughes looking for something right here on a 1-1. She is going to hit that ball high and deep and foul. So Hughes down in the count now, 1-2. Again, runner at first, nobody out. Pitch is going to miss away, and it's 2-2. First time today the Lady Vikings have had the leadoff batter on. So we'll see if they can take advantage of it right here with the top of the lineup up. 0-2 to Hughes. That pitch is going to skip in there. Granger on the move, and she is in there safely. So a little delayed steal right there by Katie Granger. point that Elizabethton didn't even, the catcher didn't realize it was happening. The second baseman was there, but. So we got a payoff pitch here to Kaylee Hughes. It's going to be foul tipped. She just barely got a piece of that one. So she'll get another. Now with a runner in scoring position. Kaylee looking to, here could get to double digits in runs batted in on the season with a base hit that could score Granger. So we got a payoff pitch. That pitch is going to be grounded to the right side. First baseman can't get there, and Hughes is going to be safe. So when McKenna Blackwell ranged over there to try to field that ball, there was nowhere for Campbell to go with it. So that'll be a infield hit. And runners will be at the corners for Taylor Carmody. I would imagine Taylor's got the take sign right here because Hughes is going. And the ball will go back to the pitcher, and Hughes is into second. Now Carmody, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, with an opportunity to drive in a couple of runs right here. Taylor has 4 of those to this point this season. Here's the 0-1. That ball's going to be bounced towards short. That's going to get 1 run in. Shortstop up with it. She has got her. Hughes, after the throw, is going to move up to third. So a productive out for Taylor Carmody. Grounds out 6-3, but scores a run. And Abby Hagel will get an opportunity. Abby, who's singled and doubled. The chance to add 1 right here. I would imagine she'll see some pretty good pitches with Will Hoyt waiting on deck. First pitch to Haga is going to be inside 1-0. Again, Abby with a single and a double today. That pitch is smoked in through the 5-6 hole for an RBI single for Abby Haga. That ball was hit with some authority. Jenna Latham will come back out to run once again for Abby. And Addie Wilhoit will step in. Addie, who's reached on there and was intentionally walked in her last trip. And hits the first pitch hard and foul. Makes Coach Boggs do a little dance. Get out of the way. Addie, 5 for 7 on the season thus far. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a even more off-speed pitch right there. That's a called strike, and it's 0-2. So Will Hoyt facing an 0-2 count. That pitch is going to miss away. And it's 1-2. Again, Jenna Latham over at first, the courtesy runner. Very good speed. And here comes the 1-2 to Will Hoyt. That pitch is going to short hop the catcher, and it's 2-2. So with the count even at 2, again, 1 out runner at first. That pitch is going to be bounced to third. Nice play by the third baseman, but the second baseman could not beat Latham to the bag. So that'll go down as an infield single. I mean, a nice play by Greider, but Campbell just couldn't get there. And Latham got a really good jump. And Brooklyn Fuel will be the batter. Brooklyn, who's popped out to second, lined out to short. First time she's batted without the bases loaded today. And she hits the first pitch back to the pitcher. The pitcher will throw to first base to get that sure out, and both runners move up. So what essentially acts as a sacrifice bunt right there will put 2 runners in scoring position for Macy Strouth. Macy 1 for 2. Single to right center, driving the first 2 Tennessee High runs. And then bounced to third last time. First pitch is bounced foul. Oh, man. RBI chance here for the Lady Vikings RBI leader. Base hit here could get her to 20 on the season. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's going to be bounced towards short. She's kind of got to hurry, though, and she will one-hop the first baseman, who squeezes it, and that will retire the side. But the Lady Vikings put a couple more runs on the board, get 4 hits in the inning, and we will head to the 5th with a new score. Tennessee High leads 5-0 here on the Viking Sports Network.
Whatever it is you drive, you'll find it at Friendship. Tell them, Mitch.
We're dealing!
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller and our producer Colin Moore. His first pitch misses down low to Josie Reese. Lady Vikings lead 5-0. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a called strike. 8, 9, and 1 due up this inning for the Cyclones. Black jerseys, orange sleeves, orange letters, orange belts. That pitch is bounced foul. So here comes the 1-2 from Harris. That butt pitch is going to get through the hole, past the diving Addie Wilhoit. So a leadoff single for Josie Reese. So now the pitcher, Lacey Gobble, will step to the plate. Went down on strikes in her first trip. So first time today the Elizabethton's had the leadoff hitter on. That pitch is going to miss down low, 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 to Gobble, and that pitch is going to be bounced foul towards the Elizabethton dugout. and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Ball is smacked foul over by the third base dugout. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Carrot Harris. Pitch is going to miss upstairs, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That ball is going to be in the dirt. The batter is out because the first base was occupied. So a strikeout for Harris. But Reese will move up to second on the wild pitch. So now runner at second for Sadie Williams. Sadie Williams will be the batter. The first pitch was a strike. Williams, who's grounded out to short and popped out to Harris her last trip. She hits this ball high up in the air. Brooklyn Fuel ranging back will make the catch. And they're two-way. Katie Grider will be the batter. She's popped out to center and been hit by a pitch. And the first pitch to her is popped up. Fuel ranging over and just on the edge of the grass will make the catch. So again, a single base runner for the Cyclones, but they cannot do anything with it. And we will head to the sixth, or to the bottom of the fifth, I should say, with the score. Tennessee High 5 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Viking Sports Network.
Every car from Friendship comes with a lifetime warranty. Boom. So come buy better, then drive better at Friendship Hyundai of Bristol and Johnson City.
We're dealing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller and our producer Colin Moore bringing you the game as Tennessee High leads 5-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Lily Ware will lead things off. Lily 1 for 2. Singled in a run in her first trip. Bounced out to third in her second. With her hot pink batting gloves here on senior day. It'll be Ware, Spangler, and Granger, the lower third of the Viking lineup. And Lily's going to bounce that one to second. Second baseman Campbell is up with it, and quickly makes the play, and there's one away. And so Alex Spangler will come to the plate. Alex had an infield hit, in which she rounded first base and was tagged out her first time. Or her second time, I should say. She struck out in her first trip. Alex is going to take that pitch upstairs, 1-0. So here's the 1-0. Swung on a miss by Spangler. Good cut by Alex. Got the pleasure of having Alex in class last semester. Really good student. Fantastic young lady. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch is going to be a called strike on the inside corner. So here comes that 1-2 pitch. Misses away. 2-2. So here comes the 2-2. Roll towards second. Again, Campbell up with it, and she'll underhand it to first, and there are two away. And that'll bring Katie Granger to the plate. Katie, who got things started back in the fourth with an infield single where she just hit a little nubber towards second base and beat it out. That pitch misses upstairs, 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 to Granger. Going to be on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Comes the 1-1. The ball is hit high and deep and foul off the right field fence over on the middle school field. So here comes the 1-2. Going to be hit foul. Here comes the 1-2. That is called strike three on the outside corner, and that will retire the side. So we will head to the sixth with the score Tennessee High 5 and Elizabethton nothing here on the Viking Sports Network.
There's always two sides to every story. At Toyota of Bristol, it's no different. Some say we have a stress-free buying process. Others say it's a no-haggle approach. Some believe our service techs got them back on the road in no time. Others say their wait flew by. And some say they were treated like family, while others felt they were put first. No matter how you look at it, you can't deny the truth. We'll get you exactly what you're looking for. Toyota of Bristol always gives you more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tiller and our producer, Colin Moore. We've got it going on here. The Lady Vikings leading 5-0. First pitch to McKenna Blackwell is upstairs. Blackwell has been on twice. She singled and been hit by a pitch. So here's the 1-0. That is a called strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That is going to miss low. 2-1. So here's the 2-1. That's going to miss inside. 3-1. Pitch is bounced towards third. Macy Strouth gets a glove on it, but there's nothing to do with that. Good job of hitting by Blackwell. Good hustle by Strouth, but couldn't quite get to it. So looks like we're going to have a pinch runner over there. So, runner at first. And heading. Now we got the umpire calling time, and we're going to have a conversation, it looks like, between the two umpires. Not sure what we're discussing here. So now we're ready to go. Again, nobody out. Runner at first. Adrian Heading, who is lined out and bounced into a fielder's choice, is going to take a pitch down low that kind of handcuffed Abby Hager right there. She'll keep it in front of her and keep the runner at first. So here comes the 1-0. Pitch is going to be bounced towards the hole and through. So 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th for Elizabethton. And Brooke Sparks will step in. She's grounded to Macy Strouth both times. Grounder to Strouth right here would be a good thing for the Vikings. First pitch to her. She's going to hit this one up the middle and through for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. And the Cyclones have loaded the bases here with nobody out. So And Piper Bennett will step in. Bennett, who's singled to center and lined out on a nice diving catch by Lily Ware last time. He's hit the ball hard twice. Lady Vikings pull the infield in right here, try to cut this run off at the plate. That pitch is going to be away, 1-0. So again, bases loaded, nobody out. Lady Vikings lead 5-0. That pitch is going to miss away, and it's 2-0. First real threat of the day for the Cyclones. So here's the 2-0. That pitch is going to be hit in the air, left center field. Kelly Hughes on the move. She makes a fantastic diving catch. A run will score on a sacrifice fly, but that could have been a lot worse. Just a fantastic diving catch for the senior center fielder. Takes away extra bases. So a sacrifice fly right there. But again, could have been a lot worse, and that first pitch to McDuffie is bounced foul. McDuffie, who's bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out. So a couple of outfield web gems for a couple of seniors. Both of them to take hits away from Piper Bennett. That pitch misses upstairs. It's 1-1. So again, runners first and second with one out. As Carrot Harris looks to pitch out of some trouble. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be bounced towards the hole past Will Hoyt for a base hit. Granger comes up throwing behind the runner and throws a little high. So everybody will be safe. And Josie Reese will be the batter. I think we'll probably, Reese had a base hit last time up. See what Coach Harden is discussing with the umpire. Looks like we're going to get a runner right here. Yeah, we're going to get a pinch runner over at first for McDuffie. As number 4, Macy Reed. So again, the bases are loaded. One out. Lady Vikings again bring the infield in. That's a called strike. Big spot right here for the 8-hitter for the Cyclones, who again is 1 for 2 today. That pitch is going to be right on that outside corner, right where Abby Haga was set up, and Harris hit the mitt, and it's 0-2. So here's the 0-2 from Carrot Harris. That's going to be over the plate, and that's going to be nubbed towards third. Strouth up with it, and she will throw on to first to get the runner. A run will score, but that is definitely the right play by the senior third baseman. Really the only play she had. I don't think she'd have been able to get the runner at the plate, and you definitely want to get an out right there. So still some trouble with runners at second and third. And Lacey Gobble will be the batter. Gobble who's gone down on strikes both times. Big spot right here for the pitcher. Really for both pitchers. So first pitch to her is going to be bounced foul over towards Coach Harden. So again, big spot right here for the sophomore pitcher. Pitching to the Elizabethton pitcher, who started the game as the designated player. Came on in relief. Here's the 0-1. That is a called strike. And Harris is ahead in the count, 0-2. So an 0-2 pitch right here on the way from Harris. Comes back over the plate. I think she kind of missed her spot right there. That ball was foul tipped. So it'll stay 0-2. So here's the 0-2 pitch. That is right on the outside corner. Karen Harris throws her a chair, and we will go to the bottom of the sixth. They do get a couple of runs. Do the Cyclones on four hits, and they leave two. Great clutch pitch right there from the sophomore Harris. And we will head to the bottom of the sixth with the score. Tennessee High 5, Elizabethton 2, here on the Viking Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks use trucks, small trucks, big trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks though. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for pollen, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than Friendship.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High Softball here on the Viking Sports Network. Coach Charlie Tillert, our producer Colin Moore, bringing you all the action. Lady Vikings looking for some insurance here in the sixth. We'll have the top of the order. Kaylee Hughes leading things off, and Kaylee hits the first pitch she sees over onto the middle school field for a foul ball. Kaylee 1 for 3, is grounded out to second, grounded out to first, and had an infield hit last time where the first baseman came to try to get it and dove and didn't make the play. And so Kaylee was safe at first. Here's the 0-1. That is going to be a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2. So we got an 0-2 pitch on the way. That ball is going to be outside as the catcher Sparks set up way over in the right-handed batter's box, and Gobble hit the mitt, trying to get Hughes to chase. Hughes, Carmody, and Haga do up here in the sixth. And Hughes hits a ball high in the air, deep left field. Left fielder ranging back, and Piper Bennett makes the catch for the first out. So a high fly ball right there by Kaylee Hughes, just got under it a little bit. And Taylor Carmody will step in. Taylor, a pair of singles and an RBI ground out. So a very productive day at the plate for the freshman. First pitch to Taylor is going to miss away, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Bouncer to short. Williams up with it. One hops the first baseman, but Blackwell holds the bag. And we've got 2 away. And Abby Hagel step in. The seniors 3 for 3 on senior night. Pair of singles and a double. First pitch to Abby is off the end of the bat right to the shortstop Williams, and the Lady Vikings will go down in order here in the 6th, but we will go to the 7th with the score. Tennessee High leads 5-2 here on the Viking Sports Network.
There's always 2 sides to every story. At Toyota of Bristol, it's no different. Some say we have a stress-free buying process. Others say it's a no-haggle approach. Some believe our service techs got them back on the road in no time. Others say their wait flew by. And some say they were treated like family, while others felt they were put first. No matter how you look at it, you can't deny the truth. We'll get you exactly what you're looking for. Toyota of Bristol always gives you more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee High softball here on the Viking Sports Network. We're into the 7th inning. Sadie Williams will lead things off. It is the top of the order for the Cyclones. Williams 0 for 3. Ground out, pop out, and fall, and ground out and a pair of pop outs, I should say. She's grounded out to Will Hoyt, popped out to Fuel and Harris. Important to keep this leadoff girl off the bases, and she hits that ball just foul down that third base line. So it's 0-2 right here. So the 0-2 from Harris. Just missed off the plate. She hit the mitt right there. Haga was set up a bit outside, and that's where the ball was. Abby tried to bring it back in a little bit, but the umpire was not biting. Set up outside again on 1-2. That ball's going to skip in there for a ball. It's 2-2. So here's the 2-2. Back over the plate is going to be fouled off. So we'll try another 2-2 pitch right here. Missed just a bit high, I think. And the count's run full at 3-2. And we'll see if Harris comes after her right here with a 3-run lead. She does, and that pitch is fouled down that third base line, and we'll do it again. So we're going to get another 3-2 pitch on the way. That pitch is going to be bounced foul past Macy Strouth at third. Macy playing basically right on the line, trying to prevent a double. So anything to her right is going to be foul. So another payoff pitch. Pitch is going to be fouled off again. A good battle right here. Got the 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming here. That pitch is going to be hit high and deep to left field, and that is going to be out of here. So a home run for Sadie Williams, a solo shot. Cuts the Tennessee High lead to 5-3. So Coach Boggs out here now to have a word with his bunch, settle them down a little bit, I would say. While Coach Boggs is having his conversation, we'll remind you that we will have senior night festivities following this game, as the Lady Vikings will recognize their 5 seniors. All 5 seniors have a hit today, and 2 of them have a web gem. So, been a good day thus far for the seniors, looking to close things out right here. As Katie Greider will be the batter. Greider, who has popped out to center, been hit by a pitch, and popped out to second base. And she is going to hit this ball to left field. Katie Granger cannot make the diving catch. She short hopped that one. And that'll get the potential tying run to the plate. So that ball, sinking line drive, just dropped right in front of Katie, who got a pretty good jump on it, but just could not get there. And McKenna Blackwell will step in. Blackwell, the first baseman, 2 for 2, pair of singles today. And she rolls this one towards short. Wilhoit will throw to first. Nice scoop by Alex Spangler. Wilhoit made a nice play coming to get it. Throw was low, and Alex Spangler just picked it. So big play by the senior first baseman right there. Trying to keep that tying run off the base paths. First time they've retired Blackwell today. And Adrian Heading will be the batter. Heading 1 for 3. Lined out to short, bounced into a force play at short, and singled to left. And she fakes a bunt and takes a strike. Yeah, that bunt fake doesn't have a lot of credibility with 1 out and down 2 runs. And this is the cleanup hitter, albeit a diminutive one, but the cleanup hitter nonetheless. And that pitch missed a little upstairs, I suppose. It's 1-1. So potential tying run at the plate. 1 out. That pitch is going to be grounded to third. Strouth up with it. Fires across the diamond to Spangler. And the Lady Vikings are 1 out away from a much-needed conference win. Greider did move up to third. And Brooks Sparks will be the batter. Sparks, 1 for 3. Grounded out to third twice, singled up the middle in her last trip. So again, runner at third, 2 outs. And the play is at first, and Macy Strouth can't make it. Will Hoyt came close to getting her anyway, but Macy was just trying to be a little quick right there, and so things stay alive here for the Cyclones. And we have a one-run ball game. So that'll bring Piper Bennett to the plate. Piper has hit the ball hard 3 times and only has 1 hit to show for it. She singled to center field and been robbed twice. Lily Ware robbed her, and now I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, I thought the umpire put his hand up, and I thought he was saying maybe she left early or something. But we are going to get a pinch runner over there at first base, it looks like. And that's going to be Lila Harden, who is going to pinch, or I guess be the courtesy runner, I should say, because that is the catcher who's over at first base. So Harden will be the runner at first, the potential tying run. And again, Piper Bennett is the batter, the left-handed hitter. Hits that 0-1 on the ground to Harris. She will fire to first, and the Lady Vikings hold on for a 5-4 victory on senior night. A big conference win for the Lady Vikings over Elizabethton, 5-4. Lady Vikings ended up with 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 7 on base. For the Cyclones, 4 runs on 9 hits. They made 1 error also, left 8. So Lady Vikings jumped out to a big lead and withstand the Elizabethton comeback to get the W. Again, the Lady Vikings plated 3 in the first inning, 2 in the 4th. Elizabethton with 2 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th. Really, Tennessee I was cruising. Carrot Harris was really cruising, pitching really well early. Got into some trouble with leadoff batter there in the 6th. And Tennessee High able to withstand the Elizabethton comeback, though. So, again, Tennessee High with 11 hits on the afternoon. 3 for Abby Haga, 2 for Taylor Carmody to lead the way. All 5 seniors were able to get a base hit today, so that's a pretty cool deal. Macy Strother led the team with 2 runs batted in. Good job by them. Really good job in the circle today by Carrot Harris. The sophomore went the distance, allowed 3 earned runs, 4 runs overall. Struck out 4, did not walk a batter. That's always key. Gave up 9 hits, did hit a couple of batters, but really an outstanding performance by the sophomore to get her seniors a win on senior night. So I'm going to sign off, but we hope you guys will stay online and watch as we honor the 5 seniors in the Lady Viking lineup. That's Kaylee Hughes, Abby Haga, Alex Spangler, Lily Ware, and Macy Strouth. So stick around for senior night stuff. Before I let you go, we will have one more softball broadcast. It's in a couple of weeks against Knox Carnes. Our next broadcast here on the Viking Sports Network will be baseball next Thursday, 1 week from tonight, as the Vikings host Wise Central. So we hope that you guys will tune in if you can't make it out to the ballpark, or feel free to watch it afterwards. Make sure you subscribe to the Viking Sports Network on YouTube. So, for our producer, Colin Moore, this is Coach Charlie Tiller on this winning night here at Rotary Field saying, Go Vikes!
It's okay. I mean, I taped it since we were kids, so if I was still in tenure, you would have got it right. So.
thank you for being here this evening to celebrate these Tennessee High Lady Vikings seniors. The Lady Vikings softball team would like to take this opportunity to recognize our seniors. These young ladies are leaders on the field, in the classroom, and in their community. Their hard work and dedication is a true inspiration to everyone around them. Their commitment to Tennessee High softball has had an immediate impact on their teammates as well as an impact on future Lady Vikings. Their never give up, never stop working, never quit attitude is the foundation of what the Viking Nation calls Viking pride. Join me as we recognize each of these individuals. Our first senior this evening is Abby Haga. With Abby this evening is her mom, Carmen Haga, dad, John Haga, brother, Cole Haga, grandmother, Valerie Doherty, and aunt, Carol Hudson. A couple of facts about each of these seniors. We're going to start with their GPA. GPA for Abby is a strong 3.67. Plans after high school for Abby. She's going to go to Montreat College to play softball, majoring in exercise science. Her fondest memory about Lady Viking softball is coming in freshman year and going to state, and also spending time with all of her teammates. Funniest memory about Lady Viking softball is the April Fool's prank on Coach Boggs her junior year. And the message and advice that she would like to leave for her teammates and future Lady Vikings is simply be you, be confident, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Take the mindset that that everything can be possible with a little love and heart, and also, it's a game, so have fun. Thank you, Abby. Good luck in your future endeavors. Our second senior this evening is Kaylee Hughes. Kaylee is joined by her parents, Brandon and Megan Hughes, and her sister, Kelsey Hughes. Kaylee's GPA is a solid 3.9. Plans after high school is going to go up the way to play at King University, majoring in psychology, and of course, playing softball. Fondest memory about Lady Viking softball is going to state freshman year. Funniest memory about Lady Viking softball, again, pranking Coach Boggs on April Fool's Day, junior year. And the message that she'd like to leave behind for teammates and future Lady Vikings: the way you act and carry yourself on and off the field matters. Matters more than how you perform. Be a good teammate and enjoy the game, because that's where you leave the biggest impact. Thank you, Kaylee. Our next senior is Alex Spangler. With Alex this evening, her mom and dad, Rob and Audrey Spangler, godparents, Dee Dee and Anthony Boer, aunt and uncle, Aunt Nana Lana, and Uncle Randy Quillen. Honorary mention, grandmother, Mary Flainer. Alex's GPA, 3.45. Plans after high school. Plans to attend ETSU in the fall, majoring in early childhood education, and minoring in special education. Fondest memory of the Lady Viking softball. Tons of memories that will cherish forever, but two that always will be the favorite. Sophomore year, bucket talks with Coach Chafin and Coach Williams. All the trips we went on sophomore year, like spring break, when he accidentally ate crab dip, which she was allergic to, by the way, and everybody thought she was going to die. Funniest memory, always remember the junior year prank on Coach Boggs when Kaylee faked tearing her ACL. Another memory is when they beat Elizabethton in the tournament in the sophomore year, when we got back, the coaches asked if we had fun because the bus was bouncing. And finally, the message that she would leave for teammates and future Lady Vikings is, the message you want to leave is always pick up your teammates, even when things aren't going great for you. Still continue to be a good teammate, and most importantly, have fun and love the game. Thank you, Alex. Our next senior is Macy Strout. With Macy this evening is mother Lauren McGill, grandparents Mark and Tammy McGill, and Sandra K. Wood. Macy's GPA is 3.87. Plans after high school is to attend ETSU and study to become a pharmacist. Fondest memory of Lady Viking softball is all the bus rides. Funniest memory about Lady Viking softball is Keeley throwing up in our bed at state freshman year. And finally, what message would you leave your teammates and future Lady Vikings? Message is, cherish your time with each other. It really does fly by. I love you all so much. Thank you, Macy. Final senior for this evening is Lily Ware. With Lily this evening is her mom Heidi, dad Brandon, and her brother Eli. Lily's current GPA is 3.6. Plans after high school is to go play softball at Mississippi State. Fondest memory of Lady Viking softball, going to state freshman year for the first time in school history, getting to play with my best friends, and all the memories on the bus listening to music. Funniest memory about Lady Viking softball, when I got my front tooth knocked out my first conference game my junior year, also the sophomore year beach trip. What message would you like to leave your teammates and future Lady Vikings? Message is, cherish the time you had. It goes by so fast and you only get to play with your best friends for so long. Thank you, Lily. Let's get a round of applause for all of our seniors again here this evening. Further announcements. After the JV game, for all the folks that are participating there will be cake and refreshments in the field house.
No, for everybody.